Today matters because it's an opportunity for board members to hear and start thinking about how they need to act differently given the findings of the task force.
Our purpose is to equip and inspire directors to lead on climate from the boardroom. Today we are launching our transition planning toolkit, which is there to help board directors really get engaged with the TPT framework. And that framework is the how to embed climate into business strategy.
But by the end of today, our members will see the role that they can play in guiding the net zero transition from their boardrooms. They will see that the TPT disclosure framework is going to be of value in helping their organisations, and that the Chapter Zero transition planning toolkit is going to help them in the boardroom.
Very important to start understanding how will we move from understanding to acceptance, to endorsement, to action, to measurement. Some boards are already way down the path, others frankly are just at the beginning, and so I'm hoping this event will serve to get everybody at least to a starting point.
Businesses' plans to transition to a low carbon economy need to be highly strategic and forward looking, so it's really important that boards have really good oversight and challenge to those businesses' plans, because after all this is about kind of setting the business up for the long-term success. So it's really a matter for boards and non-executive directors to really get their kind of head around. It's really important that boards are fully engaged in the conversation around climate transition and how businesses are setting themselves up for success in the future.
If you're watching this video, it sounds like you've come to the right place. If you have any concerns about what's happening related to climate out into the future, I think personally investors are going to be laser beam focused on trying to understand what some of the impacts will be on companies, and in particular, how will they manage thinking about doing good things for the environment whilst preserving long-term value. And of course, critically, that means trying to invest in doing things differently, as well as preserving, hopefully cash flows that are all important to investors. So it's that trade-off that I think you should be watching this video to get a handle on. Well, how can you better understand that and manage the trade-offs well?
For us as SSE, I feel like we've got quite far down that road. I hope we can bring a sort of sensible voice of experience to the event, and some of the things we've learned along the way about what it takes to build a powerful transition plan.
Hopefully I can offer some perspective on how we came up with that plan and how we worked with our non-execs and our ESG committee to come up with something that was bold and fairly brave, but also something that we could have a chance of hitting.
Today matters because time is up for making pledges. We really have to act now.
We've all pledged. We now need to move to action, and we need a plan to achieve that.
A net zero transition is happening. Corporates must play their part, and this is a great and the framework and the transition plan is a great way to help boards and companies and corporates get into that space, and I think that's very important.